Okay, London session done. I took one trade in London on DE30. I'll get right into it. Um, London Open in Jakarta is 2 p.m. So what I saw at 2 p.m., this is exactly what I was looking at. We have a daily breakout day above the weekly, daily, and monthly breakout levels. So all time frames are bullish. We faked out the previous month low. This becomes a peak formation. Don't counter trade your peak formations. We've also broke out above previous week high, and we've coming into the session, we've broken out above previous day high as well. So I'm looking for bullish setups, triggered the previous H8 high, broken out of the previous day high. That's a breakout setup if it stays above the H8 high. So I'm looking for a breakout to take this higher. So I can also see that there's a range high and range low. That's because there's an inside bar right here on the M15. When there's an inside bar, extend the peaks of the previous bar, and that becomes your range. I basically don't want to be trading when I'm inside this. I do want to see one of these extremes be taken out first before I decide to enter. So in this case, London Open brought price coming down, triggered the low of that range, and came back inside. At this point, it's also triggered the previous H1 low, which is something that I'm always looking for to go up. I'm always looking for a high time frame fake out. In this case, I'm looking for a higher time frame low fake out to take it up. So once I see that, I'm drawing out my bearish breakout levels on the 3 minute time frame, and I'm looking for a bullish breakout bar that takes this out. So once I see that, that means that the 3 minute is bullish, and the since we've already faked out the H1 low, that means that this is the H1 low is possibly reversing as well. So there's no breakout bar yet. Still waiting. So as this bar comes down, this bearish breakout bar uh, gets printed, and I change that breakout level. And so now this is my new breakout level. Now this is the first time that the 3 minute has changed its bias to now bullish. So faked out the previous H1 low. That's a higher time frame fake out, and we've also taken out the breakout level to turn this chart bullish. The only thing left is I'm waiting for a closure above the previous H8 high. I don't want to trade underneath it, because if I'm trading underneath it, this is bearish. The H8 is bearish until price closes above that. So once that was almost there, this candle triggers me in. So that's my entry right there. So once price gets bullish, I'm looking for a closure uh, above the H8. And as per my rules with a breakout setup, I'll be taking TP at the M15 high reversal when the M15 starts to reverse. So once the M15 reverses, I'll take partials. Otherwise, I'm waiting until this line, which is the month direction line. So this is a pretty much identical to the trade I took yesterday on NAS. Also went straight up to the month direction. So that's it. Trailing my stops kind of loosely. I do want to see how far this goes. We just faked out a big time frame, and yeah, we'll see where this goes. Haven't taken anything yet. Just trailing my stops. Um, I was also looking at UK 100, but I did not have any entry. Same idea. Looking for buy setups. London Open came down below the H8 low and never came back up. And so that was it. Never did anything. Was below the H8 breakout level. Wasn't interested once it stayed under here. Uh, gold. Gold is in Asia. I identified this giant range. I'm not interested in gold. Oil will had some nice movement, but this is not any setup that I can take. In hindsight, it looks nice below day breakout low, but this is not my setup, and so I did not wasn't able to trade this. Uh, what else? So in I also did the London forex pairs, but nothing looked good. Everything was invalid except for Euro USD. Euro USD coming into the session had a range on the H4, so I was not interested to trade this looking to trade a trend retracement setup. Was not looking to trade this until it triggered the H4 range, and it ended up doing that in my session time. Except it was just the 30 minutes before the H4 bar closure. And so when that happens, I would rather see an H4 fake out, which is actually happening right now, in order to take this down, continuing this move. So this move right now, it took out the last bullish breakout level. So it changes this time frame bearish, the daily time frame bearish. So this is this level right here. This is the last bullish breakout level. So all of this becomes the peak formation, and I'm looking for a high fake out to take it down to at least the previous day low. My session is done now, so I'm not going to be taking this even if it does set up. I'll be waiting until New York. And that's it. Did not take anything else. I had Nikkei in the morning. This pullback almost took me out, but I did manage to stay in, came up, took partials here, and then my runners got taken out on this move. I was loosely trailing my runners, but yeah, unfortunately, this big drop took me out. And then my Euro Oz still going, hasn't reached my target yet, and yeah, that's it. So one trade in London on DE30, and now waiting for New York. Pretty sure Nas is going to give the exact same buy setup, but we shall see.